Welcome to my Titanic passenger profile series. He was a man running from his past, only to find himself clinging to a piece of wood in a frozen graveyard of dreams. In the spring of 1912, the 27-year-old August Wennerström was a man in search of a second chance, a Swedish typesetter whose life had been fractured by political radicalism and social unrest. Known to some as a socialist dreamer and to others as a man seeking an exit from a troubled marriage, August saw the American horizon as the only place where he could finally breathe. He was traveling toward Culver, Indiana, where his friend lived, carrying with him a suitcase of hopes and the heavy burden of a man who had already seen too much of life's darker side. August boarded the Titanic at Southampton as a third-class passenger, holding ticket number 3101286, a passage that cost him a hard-earned £7.17. His world on the ship was a cramped cabin in the steerage section, shared with fellow Swedes who spoke of the golden wheat fields of the Midwest. For 4 days, August was a quiet presence on the lower decks, finding a sense of community among the Nordic travelers who shared his language and his hunger for a new start. He befriended a group of Swedish women, including the Anderson family, promising to look out for them as they crossed the vast, indifferent Atlantic. But on the night of April 14th, the collision with the iceberg tore through the quiet of his cabin, flooding the corridors with the realization that the unsinkable was a lie. August struggled to guide his friends through the maze of gates and barriers that kept the third-class passengers trapped while the lifeboats were being filled far above. He eventually reached the boat deck just as the final moments of the ship were unfolding, witnessing the terrifying sight of the bow submerging into the black water. As the Titanic took its final plunge, August was washed into the sea, the freezing shock of the water instantly claiming the lives of many around him. He managed to swim to collapsible boat, not a boat at all, but a waterlogged, submerged raft where men stood knee-deep in the killing cold. August clung to the edge of the raft for hours, watching as one by one, the men around him gave up their hold on life and slipped into the dark. He was one of the few survivors pulled from the wreckage of that raft by lifeboat number 14, his body ravaged by frostbite but his spirit stubbornly intact. When the Carpathia reached New York, August was a man who had lost everything but his life, arriving in the new world with nothing but the clothes on his back and the memories of those he couldn't save. He eventually made it to Indiana and then to Missouri, changing his name and building a quiet life as a gardener and a family man, far from the echoes of the sinking. August Wennerström passed away in 1950 at the age of 66 and was buried in the Culver Masonic Cemetery in Indiana, the final stop on a journey that nearly ended in the ice. His story is a testament to the grit of the steerage survivors, a man who leaped into the abyss and found the strength to build a future from the wreckage. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my Titanic passenger profile series. Stay tuned for my next video.